Okay, and I'm going to share my screen.
So you are on, Sherri.
Okay, yes. Okay, give me just a second. Okay, there we go. Technology is a wonderful thing. So thank you, everyone, and welcome to another Balanced Life, Happy Life. Thanks, Ruben, and all of you that are tuning in live, and those of you that are listening to the recorded version. This is such important information. And, I'm Sherri Danzig, as we said, and I'm a wellness consultant. I'm in my 25th year with NECAN. And Ruben's already started the conversation about the bad news, which is that we are not getting healthier. We are, if you use how much pharmaceutical medicine we are consuming, that is a pretty big indication that we're not getting healthier. So that's the bad news. The research I've seen is it's up 20% or even higher in terms of the consumption, which is just insane. I've been a wellness educator for over 30 years. And what I've learned is that people are not willing to slow down. They're, living these fast-paced lives. And what I hear people say is they think that, big change is too hard and too complicated. So that's the bad news. But the good news, here's the good news. The good news is that what you've just heard the introduction to is very exciting, because what we offer in this wellness home concept is something that is simple. It's a way to transform your home into a way that not only is entertaining and a place to eat and sleep and kind of run out the door, or these days people are working so much now from their homes, but it's an opportunity to really enhance the environment in all these different ways, so that when we come home, it's a safe haven. And so these kind of changes are the kinds that people, once they know about it, they can embrace these. It's really a tremendous way to approach busy people with complicated lives on how they can enhance their health. So we're going to start here with, everybody can see the slide. Ruben, you can see my slide?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So this first slide here, this Dr. Dement was one of the really pioneers in studying sleep. This goes back from like 70 years ago. And this quote really grabbed my attention. Healthy sleep has been empirically proven to be the single most important determinant in predicting longevity. Hello, how long you will live. More important than diet, exercise, and hereditary factors. So that really got my attention, because, to be quite honest, before I really started looking at sleep, I was one of those people that would put getting projects done, getting work done, catching up with life instead of getting extra sleep. So I was cutting back on my sleep so that I could get things done, right? And I'm sure lots of people are like that. As a matter of fact, let's see if we can move this along. So how big is the problem of sleep? Well, it's huge. And I mean, you're seeing 43% of the population, kind of the core population from teenage to middle age, of rarely getting enough sleep, to looking at almost 60% of people that have reported having a problem almost every night. So it's a huge, huge problem. And I'm not going to address this in this presentation, but it's an expensive problem because of productivity and accidents that have happened due to poor sleep. What is the function of sleep? Well, we know that there's many different aspects of good sleep. This far right slide, I think, is one of the most important ones that I want to point out, that almost 90% of our body's growth and restoration occur during sleep, which means if you're not getting good sleep, your body is not getting that growth and restoration that it needs. There's many, many other functions that are provided for sleep. We're going to go into that with the cognitive aspect, but that's huge. That's about pretty much the only time that your body is actually doing its restoration is when we sleep. So what are some of the side effects to not getting enough sleep, not getting enough and not getting good sleep? Well, as I was just alluding to, the cognitive ability, you're grumpy, you don't make good decisions. Your cognitive impairment, your memory has a huge lapse. Symptoms similar to ADHD, waking up and being pre-diabetic. One of the big things that I've been stressing since the pandemic is that your immune system takes about a 40% hit, which means one night of not sleeping, of getting less than 6 hours of sleep, and your immune system is functioning at less than at 40%. That's a huge, talk about prevention or lack thereof. You're setting yourself up to get sick, to pick up with whatever viruses or anything else is around from a poor night's sleep. Risk of heart disease, all of these things, on and on. It's pretty serious stuff, right? We need to not miss our sleep. This slide is also super important. We talk about in social situations having a designated driver based on how much you've drunk, right, for the night, how much alcohol you've consumed. Well, how about a designated driver based on how well you've slept the night before? There's a correlation because of how it affects your cognitive ability. There's a correlation between sleep and alcohol that are really not so different. And in some years, I think there's been more deaths due to poor sleep than from alcohol abuse. If you're not sure about how much sleep you're supposed to get, this chart will help kind of specify that. If you've got kids or grandkids of this age, you can see what ages they should be. But bottom line, adults need between 7 and 9 hours of sleep. And less than 6 hours is when it gets really dangerous for your mind and body. So benefits of sleeping well. Well, you feel better, you act better, you're nicer, you have more patience because you're not having mood swings. So you're literally happier and more optimistic, studies show. You're more creative, you think better, you learn better, and all of your performance, whether it's fine motor or being an athlete or operating machinery, any kind of performance because of the cognitive and coordination effect, it's all improved with good sleep. Love this quote as well. When you put away sleep debt, you become superhuman with the improved mental and physical capabilities that come with being well rested. And I will say that I used to be one of those that would sit up late and work on a project at night. And I have learned that going to bed and starting in the morning with a good night's sleep makes you so much more productive. And I feel superhuman with getting really great sleep. So, Ruben, I wonder if you can I'm going to stop sharing. And if you can pull back the image of the sleep technology, that would be awesome. Because I want to focus on specifically what does Nikken offer that is such a simple solution in our sleep technologies. What we are looking at in all of the technologies is that all of the wellness home, it's about harnessing Mother Nature, the brilliance and simplicity of Mother Nature. And so you are literally cocooned in Mother Nature's technologies with our sleep system. And you'll pull it up in just a minute, I'm sure, but we have a mattress topper, which is very aptly named as a nature rest. I love that is nature and rest in how we define our sleep technologies. Here it comes. Yay. Thank you. So you've got a mattress topper that fits over whatever mattress you sleep on. They come in all the different sizes that are typical that are out there. So you've got a mattress topper that has the most premium material that is fortified with magnetic technology, which is like sleeping on what the earth has to offer in terms of nature's energy. You have then, you're sleeping on top of the topper, of course, then you're covered with a comforter. And the comforter we have two different weights. So some people like a lighter weight, some a little bit heavier, but the comforter has 4 technologies in it. One of them being probably the main technology in the comforter has a reflective fibers that put your body at the most perfect regulated temperature. And that has a huge impact on how deeply you sleep, that you're not waking up too hot or too cold throughout the night. If you're sleeping with a partner, their body temperature is also regulated to the perfect temperature for them. I've heard the comforter being called a marriage saver for that reason. And I could tell you a quick story. When I was pregnant with my twins, going through the summer, and it was completely hot in Atlanta, I wish I had known about these technologies then, because I threatened my husband's life every time he talked about turning the fan off because I was so hot. And so now I don't have that issue at all. We can be happy in how we sleep under the same comforter. There is, and you're seeing here the brand new pillow. We have two different types of pillow, and the pillows are designed to support your neck and shoulders. They provide the magnetic technology that, again, it's giving you the energy from Mother Nature, from Earth, which is both relaxing and energizing. You get both of those things. Imagine I'm a massage therapist, and if you love massage, imagine the benefits of having a passive massage while you sleep all night long. That sounds pretty good. And that's what the sleep system provides, is that passive energy that your body needs, because there's so much going on to do all this restoration and recovery while we sleep. And then to wake up and be fully relaxed because you've slept very deeply is incredible. We have sleep packs that provide discounts, and they put together the mattress topper, the comforter, either one or two pillows, and one or two pillowcases. And then don't forget about an accessory, which I absolutely love, is our sleep mask, which not only blocks out the light that we need, so we're sleeping in a dark environment, but also, because of the technologies in the sleep mask, your face and your eyes are completely relaxed. So this provides an amazing technology. So I'm going to now invite my friend Debbie Jones to share a story that is near and dear to her heart. But I want to leave what I say here is that you'll never know how deeply you can sleep until you really experience the Niken sleep technology. I can't tell you how many people have said, Sherri, I sleep just fine. And I've practically begged them to try the sleep system. And I'm almost always getting phone calls with them saying, I had no idea. I thought I was sleeping well. And until they experience the sleep system, did they have something to compare it to? Debbie, thank you for being on. Please share your story with your grandsons.
Absolutely. And thank you, Sherri, for this opportunity to share my story. First of all, I want to share a brief story with the sleep system with my husband, who is such a skeptic. And I recently had the experience of traveling to Atlanta, where I originally met Sherri. And we were down there for about 3 weeks, and we didn't have our sleep system with us. And my husband had experienced issues with tingling in his hands and his feet. And the one thing he definitely noticed is that after being down in Atlanta and away from our sleep system for those 3 weeks, he began to get the issues back that he had not been experiencing when we were at home on our sleep system. So we know now to take our sleep system with us. But the one that warms my heart is my entire reason for getting back into Niken after having been involved with this since like the late 90s was with my 2 grandsons who are on the spectrum and have issues. I noticed you mentioned something about ADHD, and the one even has issues with ADHD. But what I loved was that I never stopped talking about Niken, even when I wasn't actively being a distributor. I never stopped talking about Niken, but with thinking about my grandsons and thinking about how well the Niken products had made me feel better, I wondered if there might be something in the little bag of tricks that might be able to be of benefit to my 3-year-old and 5-year-old grandsons that live there in Atlanta. So I did purchase the sleep system. The one is in a regular twin size bed. The other one is still in a toddler bed. So he has the old sleep system on his little toddler bed. But the 5-year-old that's in the twin size bed has the full sleep system. And what we noticed is that he burrows under that comforter, and we don't have problems with getting him to go on to sleep. He gets great rest, and to hear his therapist and his teacher, he's in kindergarten, and she spoke of how a lot of the kids that have the IEPs, as they call them, in education, or in a certain section. She says that my grandson is in with the neurotypical children because of how much energy he has with finishing his projects as quickly, if not quicker, than most of the other children. So he's just doing better. And I think it's because he's getting great sleep on that sleep system.
Right.
And even his little brother, although he's on the old sleep system we had, we still have been seeing him have better communication and better social skills and that sort of thing. So we're just realizing that when we went on vacation, a few of the little behaviors began to kind of come back. But as soon as we got them back home, they just seem to really be resting well. So they're doing so much better with their sleep now. So
That's
I'm
awesome.
so thankful.
Thank you. When you sleep better, everything is better. That's the long and short of it. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Ruben.